Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Love Our Life. Today I'm back at Universal Orlando Resort, and today I am here to check out and see if there is any brand new Halloween Horror Nights construction updates. It's been a little bit of time since we've had one. There's a couple of things in here for sure I know I want to show you, but is Halloween Horror Nights delayed? No, it's not, but does it seem like it's taken them a little while to get going? I don't know. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But let's get inside. Hopefully we have some set pieces today from some scare zones. We have no scare zone announcements so far. And we still have 2 more houses that need to be announced. So let's get inside. Let's also check out what's new here in the park too. So anyway, let's get inside. So come on and join me. It is officially summer here in Florida. Of course, it's been summer, but the summer crowds have really started to pile in. You can see school groups there coming in, one over here. But I'm looking up at this because I am missing some Epic Universe. It's been a little bit of time. Let's go in here and see if they have any brand new Epic merch before we go into the park today. Also, really quick update. Starbucks is still back here at the Great Movie Escape. They have not brought it back. They're still working on the refurb of the actual Starbucks building. Okay, so they now have the popcorn bucket over here, which is nice. It's actually here in the preview center, which is probably like more of a ticketing center now, right? It's kind of odd. $34.99. But also over here, I wanted to show you this. They do have the opening day t-shirt or the grand opening t-shirt here, but they also have it in a sweater form, which is actually really soft. But wait, is that the front or the back? You know how these shirts get weird? Oh, that is the back. Okay, and here is the front with the Epic logo, which is cool. $63 for this bad boy. That's nice though. I could totally see myself wearing this when it gets a little cooler out. But I wanted to point this out to you because this is new. I haven't seen this yet. A new throw. Look at that. That is kind of nice. I like it. 100% polyester. It's $40. It is a 50 by 60 inch. Also, they have a backpack over here too for $53. One thing I wanted to point out about this, the throw and the sweater, is that this is not grand opening merch. This is just normal merchandise, which is cool. Same color, but you can actually see with the t-shirt over here that we have grand opening May 22nd, 2025. I do have this t-shirt. I purchased it at the media event and it was so cool that we were able to wear it on opening day. You guys should check out that video because that was the greatest opening day anyone has ever seen, and I'll link it down below. This toothless mask is new over here. This is Isle of Burt. This is not from the movie. That's cool. Miss you, buddy. Alright, what else we got here? Oh, we do have... Okay, I've been wanting this Dracula shirt, but now I can purchase it without having to go into the park. I love this. Dracula is my new favorite after Monsters Unchained. $35 for that, so not bad at all. I love this t-shirt so much. And then they have, of course, some other merchandise here as well. Look at this keychain. Might be kind of hard to see, but this is cool. How much is this thing? $19. Still cool. And of course they have the hat here. And they have the lounge fly. And some bride stuff over here too. Epic Universe, I miss you so much. Gonna have to go back soon. Hopefully annual passes come really, really soon. Because I want to be here like all the time. Also really quick, I don't want to spend a ton of time in here. They do have some of the Frankenstein merch in here now. You Make Me Feel Alive. I love that shirt. But look at this mug. This thing is awesome. And with a little... the little energy bar thing, whatever you want to call it, that's there. That's cool. How much is this guy? He's $29. They also had Gilman over here too. Creature of the Black Lagoon. And he had that there. That's cool. All right. HHN. Okay. Halloween Horror Nights construction updates start right now. We might have a few things. We might have a lot of things. I don't know. But first of all, we don't have any lighting rigs out here yet.
Good morning.
Uh-oh.
Looking for early park admission. It is exclusively located at Islands of Adventure this morning.
Yeah, we know, buddy.
Will be opening its doors
All
at
right.
9 a.m.
All right, here we go.
If you are looking for early
We still have a little bit of time, though. It's 8:33, so we're just going to chill. So you can see it's starting to pile up here. Everyone's getting ready to go in as we are a couple of minutes away from the park being open. Today's objective is just to see some HHN stuff, see what's new, as I stated earlier, but to kind of just do a stroll through the park and see what's changed and what's up. I went back and checked our video last year to see when the very first construction update was, and it wasn't until July 16th. And usually I'm out here as soon as something goes up. So keep in mind, today as I'm recording this, it is July the 9th. So technically, they're still on track because we actually have these things up. My first construction update was just trusses last year on July 16th. So like I said, very much keep that in mind, but we still have the same trusses up here. Nothing has changed as far as that goes. Now, as everything stands right now, my plan is to come back here tomorrow being Thursday. I'm hoping for an announcement tomorrow, but we don't know. We will have to wait and see if anything happens then. Probably going to get up early and ride some stuff tomorrow, to be honest with you. I mean, I was up early today and decided not to ride anything, but you know, you never know. So Five and Dime looks the same. I can tell from right here that nothing has changed, nothing has moved. So we will stop back by before we leave, but I doubt anything's going to be announced today on a Wednesday. And these little pieces are still the same. I'm thinking last year the first piece of actual set piece that we got was in the New York section, I think. But we'll have to base that off of last year. It's so hard. I've been doing this for 4 years now, like consistently, and I start to get things mixed up in my head, what is what. But you can see we have this over here on the left as well. So nothing's really changed over here. So let's head over to the other side of the park and let's see what's going on over there. Nothing over here in Battery Park except for this really large truss, which is just probably going to be for lighting, and that's it. You have nothing else here. They still have the benches up over here. Oh wait, I lied. I stand corrected. There is one over here. Right there. On this side. Probably just for lighting. Remember, this area was like a bar area last year. Well, it's a bar area every year, but I mean, last year it was like a little dancing bar area. So here's something really interesting here. The Blues Brothers set enhancement in progress. I guess they're fixing the stage back there. I did see a thing online that said they are actually meeting over here at the Palace Arcade, but I don't know how long the show will be down for. Hopefully like no more than a week, because I do know that people love this show and it's part of the entertainment here. Stepping into New York, do we have anything? Nope. Not a thing over here, and that's okay. I wasn't really expecting set pieces today in New York, but we still have lights up here though. Little lights everywhere that keep going up. And I just want to reiterate something here though. By last year's standards, they are not behind. Just saying. Because like I said earlier, it was July the 16th was the first actual set piece. And that was just trusses that were up. So I need to go back and look at my phone and see, because I believe the Torture Fair was the first one last year. So over here by Rip Ride Rocket, they have this construction wall up here. Of course, they've had it up for a little while. You can hear them working back there, getting things ready to go. There's a lot of construction going on right now. They've added a couple more signs, which I actually missed last time. This is building better roads for a better future. Road construction in progress. Use alternative routes. Fire lanes do not block. Post no bills. Of course, you still have the firehouse, which is the biggest tell of what we think this is going to be. I don't know why it's not busier right here right now. There was tons of people over there. Maybe everyone was just going for, I don't know, Gringotts? They have to be heading for the Wizarding World. It just makes the most sense, I think. So I was right. July 16th was the first bit of construction last year for HHN, but the first actual set piece was not Torture Fair. It was the Swamp of the Undead. I think that was the name of it, and it was on July the 19th. So, about a month and a half out from the event last year. So I wouldn't suspect really anything this year. We're going to keep walking around the park. I wouldn't expect anything different this year than last year. And I wouldn't expect anything today, to be completely, totally honest with you. Park seems really empty. That's kind of nice. Also, comment down below if you would leave this up all year round. It's a nod to the original attraction here in the park and of course the original film. But I'd be a-okay with leaving all this up all year long. They won't, because they gotta get ready for HHN. I'm sure all of it'll be down really soon. Nothing to talk about here. This is the same truss we've seen for the last couple of months that's been up here. It's been up for quite a while. And of course, behind that is another piece you can kind of see here, which we talked about that last week. And it does have like a cord going up there. Could be HHN related. I don't know. Let's go into Diagon Alley though. I'm not sure if this truss was here before or not, but here's another one with some lights up on it. Interesting. Now I'm curious if the Death Eaters are going to return this year. We will see during HHN. And if you're watching this and you're not sure what I'm talking about, Halloween Horror Nights is what I'm speaking of. Oh my gosh, it is completely empty back here. What is going on? I'm okay with it. But what is going on right now? Is everyone just at Epic Universe? All right. Get that. That's rare. Take that in. I'm taking some pictures of that because that is very, very rare. All right, so I've heard a little rumor that we've got some stuff over here. And we do. Okay. Here we go. Death Eater stage. Set up over here. Right outside of Sugar Plum's sweet shop. That's nice. All right. So not a ton, but this is just HHN construction because while it hasn't been confirmed from Universal yet, it does look like we're getting the Death Eaters once again here for Halloween Horror Nights. Which is nice. I'm glad to see it. Oh my gosh, what is going on back here? I know the park just opened, but wow, look at that. That is crazy. I bet you Island is a different story. But we do have some more pieces over here as well for the Death Eaters to walk around and to cause mischief. I mean, come on, Gringotts has got to be a walk-on at this point, right? Oh, we do have a couple other pieces over here. Look at that. All right, some fruit, some apples, barrels, and wine over here. Lined up, ready to go. Sweet. If I was mistaken, Gringotts is actually a 25-minute wait. So a little longer of a wait than I thought it would be. So maybe that's where all the people are, is in there. But if you look over here, no one's in line for Ollivanders. It's a straight walk on. Or walk in, I should say. Yeah, if you come back here and it's this empty, enjoy it while you can, because that is a rarity. It doesn't happen very much at all. All right, now that we've seen that, let's stroll around the rest of the park and see if we can find anything else. I totally forgot that this area of the park doesn't open until 9:30, but I wanted to show you this. Here's the bridge. You can see it from there. Let me actually zoom in a little closer. Yeah, you can see here they are reconstructing that bridge. They have just about removed every bit of it. They pushed the construction walls back though, so you can't really see that. Huh. Really interesting. Now, I am not going to go back to the Fear Factor area. Of course, I can't go back there for another 20 minutes or so anyway. But I'm not going to go back there because there is something that you can see that's backstage, but we are not going to show you guys things backstage. There may or may not be photos online, but just to, what's the word I'm looking for? Protect the integrity of what Universal is trying to do. I'm not going to show you what's back there. You can see it, but I'm not going to show it, so sorry guys. I have 3 minutes before they open the gates to Central Park. We're going to go down Central Park and see if there's anything over there. Doubtful at this point, but you know, we still got to look. This is what we do. This is investigative journalism at its finest. So now they have opened the gates to Central Park. Before we go over there, I could be mistaken, but are these trusses new? Over here? There's 4 of them. Huh. I stand corrected. There are 5 back here, not 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what's all this about? Usually this is just a food booth area, so I'm sure that's all that it is. All right, let's head down Central Park. Let's see if we have anything, any lights, any speakers, anything like that that is out of the ordinary. This almost feels like I'm making the same video as last week, but just with some little additions to it in Diagon Alley. Nothing back here yet, but soon, really soon. Before I head out, I have to go see Miss Essie for our weekly chat. Well, usually it's more than weekly, it's 2 or 3 times a week. We're gonna go in here and see what's up in here, if there's anything new. But overall, yeah, I wasn't really expecting a lot new today, but I just wanted to come out here and see, just possibly. I really think it could be tomorrow. I'll be out here tomorrow too, but I think honestly it's going to be like next Monday or Tuesday before we start really getting set pieces. All right, I have officially made it out to the parking lot here at Universal Orlando. And nothing huge today, which I didn't expect anything to be like shockingly new with the HHN construction updates. And that's where we're at. Something strange is going on at Universal right now with how Epic Universe is playing into the whole factor of things. Halloween Horror Nights feels different for me this year. I think because of that, the crowds are starting to get increasingly busier, but not quite that busy. Like, it's just a kind of a strange kind of period in time right now with everything. And I think things will make more sense once HHN gets here. We get through that and get everything rolling. Once annual passes for Epic Universe happens, which I don't know where that's going to be. but I'm hoping soon. Looking forward to that happening and putting those in full rotation on this channel. Yeah, but something strange is just going on with the parks right now. Like, it's just that lull, and I don't mean anything Universal's doing. It's just like a weird lull of summertime between now and HHN. It's like we're here, but we're not quite there yet. It's a very, very strange thing. But we'll get there. We will start with all the construction as soon as it starts happening. And this happens every year. This strange period happens every year. So I'm not saying it's different than any other year, because it's the same period of time. So it's like kind of like in that area where you can take a break, but you can't kind of take a break kind of thing. And that's okay. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today. We will be back out here most likely tomorrow to see if anything's going on, and steadily with these updates until we reach August 29th, which is my birthday, but it's also the opening day of Halloween Horror Nights. So I cannot wait for that. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button and the notification bell so you know when our next video is coming out. And remember, the road goes ever on. I will see you in the parks.